immediately. Yeah, I don't. It's something about that.
Well,
Or like you make a joke about wanting a hall pass or something like that. Baby, I'm about to give it to you.
Oh,
there's something about that joke or where they say that because it's so how I see it in one or two ways. It's either a test where they're trying to test you, or they deep down feel this way and trying to see your reaction.
Yeah, don't test me, but I feel like
I see what you mean.
with I feel like all jokes have a little bit of truth in them, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So could you? Do you? Not to cut you off, but then do you feel like people who joke all the time are hiding something?
Yes.
Oh, that was
absolutely.
too quick. Relax.
Yeah, people who can't have a serious moment, I'm actually worried about them, you know?
Oh my God.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
genuinely,
Not
like, you
worried.
good? I have a friend like that who's like always joking, and I mean, you can only keep that up for so long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like those, I have multiple friends like that, but I feel like those are my friends who will like call you hysterically crying because they let everything pile up. Like it was all jokes. And
Until
now
it
you're
wasn't.
struggling with your mental health, you know?
I mean, sometimes a lot, and you gotta think about it. Like, even just on a grand scope of things, like in the Black culture, we definitely make things unserious out of like trauma unserious all the time just to deal with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in some spaces, I feel like some people take it to the extreme because there's probably so much more trauma. You know what I mean?
Right.
If that makes sense. And then they tend to be the comedians, aka Robin Williams, who did unalive himself, you know?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right.
Most comedians are struggling mentally.
Right. I mean, we enjoy their comedy. Like, I mean, I doubt people like Bernie Mac was, because he seemed happy. I'm not sure, but I think other people I've noticed that out of, like, you could hear the sadness. Go ahead. I can't. I think you broke up. Your service is the bars is showing.
The bars is showing.
I was throwing my little phone around. I feel like all comedians have some sort of, let's not say new age comedians. I feel like new age comedians aren't as funny as the old ones.
They're not really comedians, so.
Right, anyway. I feel like they're just telling jokes. Comedians create a sense of community, but I feel like all older comedians had that trauma that they were dealing with, and I think that's why you see so many people being so sad.
Like even was that guy? It's not Richard Pryor, the other guy that had burnt himself at one point. Damn it!
Burnt.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, he left. It. I know the face, everything. I don't think he's with us anymore, but I think his name was Richard Pryor.
Your guess is mine.
Let me look it up real quick because it's gonna bother me. But I wanted to know if AJ knew him or whatever, because like there was one time I was not one time, recently. I look at a lot of old specials, like, you know, recent sometimes, because back in the day, like, my parents were very strict and we were kind of on, like, they paid attention to what we watched, is what I would say, you know, so we couldn't.
I didn't. Girl, we watched American Pie. We watched everything.
Girl, no.
That old lady who be on late night, the old freak. She about 80-something years old, and she had a glass dildo, and she was showing us how to. Girl, she about 8. Come on, every night at 3 a.m. we watched her ass faithfully.
Who the fuck? What's her name?
I don't remember her name. She was an old white lady. She was nasty, but she knew her shit though.
I'm about to look it up. Oh,
and she came in. I mean, she came on. She came on at 3 a.m. Between 2 and 3 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Dildos at 3 a.m.
Oh, I thought you were playing second class.
I'm looking it up. Old white tea lady that used to sell.
Not sell fuck.
Wait, what?
She showed how it was supposed to be done on late night television, baby. She put her mouth on that glass toy, and she went to what I said, Grandma.
In the 90s?
No, this is the early 2000s. This is after
What?
Yes, I was a kid.
Oh Lord, let me look.
I was like in middle school when this was coming on. Yeah.
What channel?
Oh, I don't know.
On TV.
Somebody here know who she is. HBO, regular TV. When I was 18, they had Black and Decker dildos like on trip. Oh no! I've been seeing those.
Oh my God!
I've been seeing those. Actually, recently I've been seeing those attached on the walls.
Dang, I should have looked this shit.
Towers.
Oh yeah, the suction caps.
I don't want that. I'm sorry.
Why? It makes you feel lonely?
It makes me feel like desperate. I don't know.
One time I walked into a straight guy's house, right? And he had one on the wall. Yes. To this day, I don't know what he did with it.
Oh, I know what he did with it.
Well, he claimed it was for the girl, his girl.
What?
But why was it sitting on the wall?
Why is it in your house? Why is she pack it up and take it with her? And why is she bring this to your house and play with this when you here in the first place? Now I got a lot of questions at that point.
I have a lot. I just didn't ask enough at the time. I think I needed to.
I think you were just in shock.
I was. I really was.
I need to ask questions on that one, baby.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I think I just didn't want to conceptualize what was in my head. You know what I'm saying? But
Mellow.
Huh? Mellow? Is Mellow in the room?
Mm-mm. I said, Mellow. No, he don't. He don't just got what you. I think somebody told him I was talking shit, low key.
What? Y'all not friends no more?
No, we're not. We were still friends. We're still friends on here. He speaks. He speaks. You know how everybody just have to go their own separate ways.
But it was weird though. I felt like we had a good little vibe and group and connection when we first all met, and then everybody just dispersed and started doing their own thing, even in the weirdest ways.
You just started to be thank you, AJ. There started to be a lot of chaos. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of chaos.
I didn't feel like it was, but then it kind of was.
Now,
what happened now?
The whole thing with Diamond and
this stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, right? And I'm gonna say this. I don't care who hears it in the hallways, whatever. I feel like there's always going to be drama around her.
Absolutely.
Why? But why is because the power of the tongue is very, very powerful, right?
Right.
She always brings about that hysteria on, she'll bring it up when it don't even matter, when it doesn't even actually how do I say it? Explain what's happening, when it doesn't even, damn, the word is right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't even say it. But at the end of the day, it's say I'm talking about, damn, Chef, I had a really bad day yesterday. I tripped and I fell down the stairs when I was running from the train, right? Mm-hmm. And then you tell that story on her show, and then she's gonna be like, damn, now you tripped and fell. Now you want to blame Diamond, right? You want to blame me for the fact that you going through stuff right now. This is crazy. Everybody always want to blame Diamond for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything is always my fault. So it's you're putting that energy out there. Two things. That story had nothing to do with you. That's one. Two, now you've inserted yourself in I don't know, it's very egotistical. Bro, I didn't say nothing about you.
So I mean, from what I've noticed, the only time so I'm not in there all the time. Let me just say that. But the times that those things have happened, so I've always seen them to point the finger at her. Now I think that they do. Now I think she says that like in advance because it's like she could because she's so used to that happening. But I get what you're saying as well because if you keep saying it, even it's gonna happen. It's like it's gonna come to reality.
But you putting the energy out there, right? Like say, okay, let's take it another step, right? Say you putting that energy out there and it is actually happening, right? Do you have to fucking address it every time? Every time? Every time? No.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no.
I'm just saying every time. Like you could say, you could still say no, but it could be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
No is right.
Yeah. You pick and choose. Like you basically you know when it's worth the fight.
But then there's people that have drama every day and never ever bring it to light.
That's true.
Like for example, you got to think about all the celebrities that we have, right? And some of them are always caught up in some drama, and maybe that's their thing or their MO, right? Then some of them are just like, it is what it is, whatever, right? Then there's others that you never hear anything about drama going around in their life. However, we know how we know how the internet works, right? So even if they have any type of social media platform, there's somebody in them comments sending something to them or saying something whack for attention, for a story, to get them triggered or whatever. But they don't bring it up or bring it to the forefront. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you bring certain things to the forefront, it does bring about that energy where for some reason the little part of it that I want to explain, I can't. But the other part of it is that you're bringing that attention to that. You know what I mean? So it happens continuously is what I've noticed, you know? But yeah, like with her, I feel like there's always going to be that. That's always going to be the case also in that room. And almost that's part of what keeps it going sometimes. Oh, thank you, mother of 5. Yeah, I think it's always going to be the case. Like, honestly, like, I feel like she thrives off of it.
The only thing I just feel like is the topic. It don't matter what she set the topic as. It always ends up centering around the same thing.
Thank you, mother.
But again, how do you get it to center around the same thing, right? And we've
the same people.
Yeah, but also, do you know the word, like not word, but we've been around people centering themselves a lot recently, right? Like we see that a lot more lately. Okay. And I feel like in those moments, she's centering herself in a way that doesn't need to be centered, even if you're being.
Who are we talking about?
This morning show we watch or whatever, and I don't know if you watch it, like the Diamond Show. You watch that? It's on TikTok. I don't see this much, mainly for my kids. Oh, okay, Amanda, I get that. No, like we were talking about the show and how like I don't know, like there's been a lot of drama on TikTok. We kind of started talking about TikTok drama. That's how we started.
Hello, Alex.
That's how we got here. But we were talking about the fact that like for some reason, like,
I ain't seen Alex in a hot minute. Hey, baby.
But okay, for Chef, right? Like if something happened here, right? Like say me and AJ, we was brawling, we were reading each other for filth, right? Out of nowhere. And ew.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Did you forget we were here? Ew.
Baby, I've been M.I. in the A.
But yes, I'm saying like then we then turn it around, right? And we'd be like, oh, you know what? Chef should have made sure that, you know, this never happened and it's all Chef's fault for allowing us to like go back and forth on his platform, da-da-da-da-da-da. Look at your face. I wasn't even looking at the camera.
Say that all the time.
That happens all the time?
Yeah, I'd be like, this was Chef's fault. Chef started this.
Oh!
He low-key do.
I do.
He low-key do. I can't hold you.
But Chef, you messy, so you probably do be starting shit though. So.
And at least we honest with each other about it. You know, like we all start a little bit of mess over here. It's just, and nobody's gonna be like,
it wasn't.
I'm not above it. Because I'm never above starting some shit. Yeah.
But why? Let me ask. Like, why do you start some shit? Like, what does it do for you?
So okay, it just depends on what type of shit it is. Because some people get their feathers in a ruffle. And it's funny to watch them get their feathers in a ruffle. And then some people, like, I really don't. Some people, I just want to show the world how ignorant they can be.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm through arguing with them. So I want to just sit back.
I ain't never seen you go back and forth with nobody, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never seen that.
No, I have.
I've never seen it, though. I've never seen you get mad or anything.
Oh.
I ain't seen that.
No. Chef is just normally like chilling or messy or just like all over the place and ready to leave the room before we then finish the conversation. Like when we used to be in them groups, she'll be like, okay, I gotta go. I'll be back in like 2 hours. We're like, what? What are you going to do? But yeah, like I never seen you get mad though. He been back and forth with the live replay copyright. What? She done told on you.
Alex.
Is that what happened?
Let me tell you.
I'm still waiting on
the way you and that lady be going back and forth about that.
But see, now she stopped.
And I was about to follow never seen Chef get an attitude. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow her.
Wait, Chef, do you cook for real? Like, can you cook this? You can continue.
I ain't never seen Chef cook shit.
Because his name is Chef, and that just hit me just now like a ton of bricks. Like, do you cook?
Bam! It knocked you on your butt, didn't it?
It did.
So I can cook. Like, I cook, but I'm no certified.
You ain't never seen him cook nothing.
What'd you say?
Chef. You ain't no chef.
Malice.
You ain't no diva.
I'm just telling you what you're telling us.
No, yeah, no.
You ain't
I'm
no
not a chef.
diva.
I'm a home cook. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't no diva.
I want to do.
But I have cooked on live. I don't know if
We'll chat about
a couple years.
it because I
Well,
I want to do a YouTube segment real bad, but like,
what you want to do?
We'll have to chat about it offline.
Okay. Well, you ain't called me in a while, AJ. I've been feeling like at first I'm
well, if he maybe created a new dish.
No, I did feel like that for a hot second. But I know you be busy.
I have been I've been by myself. I have not really been talking to nobody. I ain't been in nobody lives. I just returned to live yesterday. Please do not feel, because it's like 10 people who said that to me. They were like, you ain't said nothing to me in 2 weeks. And I was like, look, baby, I needed some time.
People really do get offended by you taking time, though. That's what I've realized. I've never realized, like, and sometimes you're like, you needed me or something? Like,
right.
was I supposed to do something for you? Like, I was sad. What do you want me to do?